Thank you very much. Let's watch this again.
And this was one of those waves further up the point. So that's Punta Roca right there, the big one that you saw. And boy, that was just amazing.
Incredible. One more time from this angle.
So look at that. He has to go over that chop, and then he goes completely upside down, and Jordy Smith tried to take away the scoring opportunity and went over the falls himself.
It's all focused on the WSL Final 5, and we'll get back to that in a moment because we've got a nice little roll-in for Carissa Moore. Getting a lot of speed, clean first turn right off the lip. Laying down the forehand hook. Bottom drops out, she controls it. Another clean frontside wrap, and she'll pace her way through this section as she's lining up some whitewater. Power hack. Complete for Riss. Ditching a 5.0. We've got some backing for Carissa all around the world.
In the rippable WSL Finals, it would be great to see her again this year too.
And here she is with a solid-sized opportunity, a wave well overhead as she opens up for that first carve, sets that bottom rail, holds it tight to link through for that second whip. And now she's driving down for this finishing section, knowing that this wave, she really wants to make it count. Finding some speed, now connecting with that pocket straight up into the lift for a second time as well, releases those fins, and you can hear the cheers from the crowd on the beach as Steph puts on what almost was the perfect finish.
I appreciate the variety from Jordy as he goes straight above the lip, solid frontside punt into a big wrap. How's this inside track? Smith digs in with another open face hook into a snap right off the lip. And he doesn't have priority in this heat. He's got to get out of there. This is Colapinto getting the rest of it. Nice clean wrap to kick this one off for Griff. Digging in a bit harder on the forehand hook. There's the fade. Inside bowls looking fun for Colapinto. Snaps it off the lip. There's a big rock. He'll use it as a wedge. Springing into action for the float. And Colapinto puts that thing to sleep.
Now Jackson Baker with an opportunity. Great to see some sets rolling through because it was a bit quiet in that last heat. And now Jackson into that second carve. Drives through it. Sets it up on the inside here and smashes the finish. Wow. This is going to be a great 40 minutes.
2 waves owed to us by the judges to set the situation. Talking about the priority heat with Jack Robinson. If Jack Robinson is defeated by Jackson Baker in this heat, Mitchell, very likely that Filipe Toledo will be taking that yellow leader's jersey on to Brazil. But here comes Jack. Big snap, powerful snap to begin. So that's the way to start off with an exclamation mark. Carves through there, showing some rail work. Throws the air, has to grip it through, gets to the air section, skips that section, another carve for Jack Robinson. Robinson looking for more on the inside, and he's going to get a little bit more on the inside reward section. Let's see what Robinson has here. One more snap for Jack. Looks to the judges and says, what do I need to do? Give me that 8.34. We'll see what Punta Roca produces at the moment. Jackson Baker a little bit out of position for that wave.
I think that was the one, really.
Jack Robinson will take the corner gladly, and he'll throw a big layback. Some froth to deal with here. Robinson moving down the line, loads up, throws the air again.
You're kidding.
Strong grip on the rail, pulls it down, goes complete.
Well, that 7.6 is going to disappear now, the requirement at least. Jacko needs to be. And I think in their situation, I know they're still decent friends, but there's still a little thoughts in the back of your mind, Kaipo, where you want to beat them.
Medina goes high, spins it around, lands on the roof, and is going to continue down the line. A couple of hits there for Gabe Medina, just glued to his board. And he's saying to the judges, pay me off with a score, because that was an incredible backhand air reverse, the height on it, and the fact that he just went and continued on his momentum down the line without any hesitation, any pause at all in his forward progress.
Show me the money.
And he's going for a major upset in this event.
Yeah, well, don't count Filipe out, and here he goes.
Filipe Toledo could be ramping up his energy on this one. Solid wall to start. Nice clean vertical for world number 1. Drives hard into the oncoming section. Blowtail reverse. Right off the top. Touches the float. Winds up for the finish. A big tail drift. Controls it.
A low-scoring affair in that one, too, in the round of 16. And that was Connor's best result of the year so far. Ended up in the semifinal. So a little bit of a rematch right here between both men.
Priority heat. And the leader right now is Ethan Ewing. Big snap to finish. And this comes through that section. Hook and turn for Ethan Ewing.
Wow.
One more time, really pushing the tail throughout this entire section. Showing some flow as he moves down the point at Punta Roca. Bangs that oncoming section. And you know what? The section pushes back. He goes successful right on the cobblestones. That was a great ride for Ethan Ewing. Looking to improve upon his 6.33. And Ewing may have just done that. Your thoughts, Matthew?
Not catching wave. What a start for Italo.
McGillivray on the comeback right now against Ethan Ewing. A couple of quality turns for the South African. A little caught up there. He's going to have to make up for it down the line. Eyes it up, hunts the air, stomps the landing. Can he ride out in front of the whitewater? And he does so. So score that for Matthew McGillivray, who has now mounted his comeback. He's in a combination situation, but he will likely break that combination when this next score drops. Your thoughts, Mike Mitchell? All right, down to under 4 minutes. And Italo Ferreira, it can start flexing just a little bit. Here is Conor O'Leary on the comeback. Long bottom turn, hooking through the top. Oh, ringing the lunch bell, vertical, 12 o'clock. What I mean, he doubled up on the lunch that time. Back to the face, and one more time for the closer. A little bit late there, but impressive for Conor O'Leary. Probably not the 9.4, but he's chipping away at it.
Well, I dare say this wave goes excellent, though. Those first two turns were crucial, critical, explosive. I'm missing adjectives here, Kaipo, because those were gnarly.
Oh man, so Stephanie Gilmore takes off on the wave behind, just cuts back into this one, waits for it to stand up, gets the layback there, and then just a beautiful wrap. You can tell the wave height, I mean the difference in wave height between the two waves. Wow, big bang finish. Stephanie Gilmore well rewarded, but this right here, Sally just puts everything into it, lays that back arm down.
I love the timing on this move because you have to get it so right.
What do you think, Rosie? What's going to be the goal for Isabella Nichols as she has to kind of first sell Steph Gilmore on a wave, which she just did. So here we go. Steph Gilmore. Beautiful looking wave. Huge arc off the top. Long drawn bottom turn. Another signature arc from Steph Gilmore. Really stalls. Puts herself in the power pocket. And Gilmore continues to slash away at Punta Roca. Little caught up there. Ejection button, but I don't know if that's going to better her position in this heat.
So smooth that it was easy to forget about that slight hung up. And then for Griffin to answer back here, Brett, what'd you think?
Yeah, no, this was really good. I guess, like, comparatively, like, Griff is like maybe a new school Julian in a sense. Like, he has that compact style, has all the tricks in the book. I think there's realistically only 5 to 7 guys that have that whole thing, and I see Griff, the next handful of years definitely battling for a title, and he's holding it down for the SoCal boys.
He certainly is. What a battle here and a great vision, and to see everything he did on this wave, Mitch.
Yeah, I particularly love this wave a lot too, and it's great to have Brett on the mic too right now because the amount of transitional turns that he used in between the big maneuvers out there right now, I think that's something, Brett, that we really hadn't seen maybe with your generation. We're seeing a lot more with these younger guys on tour. I think this is definitely going to help him to take the lead. Personally, I think it's going to be his best wave. Just a beautiful combination on those critical sections on the outside, Joe. And as Brett was saying, maybe Griff's a little bit more agile than Kanoa is. But what Kanoa has is that he's been working on his body for the last few years tremendously. And you can definitely notice it when he's hitting the lip a lot more, Brett. He's actually exploding the way you hadn't really seen before.
Yeah, no, his timing, I think a lot of surfers try to replicate this, not this turn right here, but this next one. It's kind of a fin slide, 50-50 click where you get the fins up and over, and it's a really good transitional turn right here. So he draws it, and then he's able to, like, kick it. Oh, that was towards the end. But that one right there, and it's a very dynamic tail kick.
Colapinto, 8-5 as he's swinging into the picture now. Running after a 7.71. Colapinto attacks the top of that closeout section and rides away perfectly.
These guys just don't want to lose, Joe.
Here we go with Filipe Toledo. Screaming down the line, high line, speed lines, gets to the bottom and unleashes a big fin throw off the top. Once again, the quickness of Toledo in another gear, easily getting through this section right here, building up some speed, has to float over that section, comes to this whitewater coping and just slashes, combos it up for the finish. A little bit of a splash in the face, but no problem for Toledo as he finishes off. And just the kick out right there, the body language that I'm seeing from Filipe Toledo is that he's excited. We talked about a long day, Rosie, and it has been a long day for Filipe, but he's got a ton of energy. It looks like he's got a lot of gas left in the tank. Good looking wave for Filipe again. Stylish high line. Big carve, utilizing the whole rail all the way back. An extra speed for Toledo. Cuts it short on that carve, building up some speed down the line. Lip glide, gouges a layback for the finish, and that's a backup for the 8.17. Ethan Ewing right behind him, slicing through that on the DHD. Surfboard of choice for Ethan Ewing. Big snap there. Patient in his approach. Another big snap off the top. Hangs on the bottom before unleashing yet another carve. Whitewater, no problem for Ethan Ewing. And he's going to find multiple sections on this long-running cobblestone point. Ewing with the finish and the completion.
Wow.
So early advantage to Ethan Ewing.
They really center themselves over their surfboard. It seems to me Ethan's quite neutral in his approach. He's never one or the other. He's just so centered throughout his surfboard.
Big slash for Italo Ferreira. Around the bottom again. Throws the fins on that second slash. Great pace and outstanding outside moves for Ferreira. Doing a little busy work here. Working his way into the inside, waiting for the wave to steepen up. Takes the time to digest the line ahead. Ferreira loads up, stabs the lip, and is complete.
Good grief, that poor wave. It's just like dismantled by Italo Ferreira. Oh man, so fun to see this guy.
Indicating there's some action in the ocean. It looks like Italo Ferreira likes the look of this one. And he's going to utilize priority. Winds up off the bottom, slashes off the top. Airdrops again, big slash up top, another little airdrop out of that maneuver. Carves through this section, squares off the bottom again for another hack on the backhand. Looking down the line, eyeing up perhaps a ramp. No, he goes for the lip glide and yells at the judges, says, that's it. Colapinto, wave number 3. Eases a bottom turn, nice full rail slash off the top of Colapinto, double pump bottom, back up to the top, throws the fin for the second turn. Coming through this section, eases through a gaff right back into the whitewater. One more bang off the top of Griffin Colapinto, and he's got more. Little double up section on the inside, and he kicks out the body language. Huge for Griffin Colapinto. Now a decided advantage to the surfer from San Clemente.
Great wave right there, Kaipo. It's going to be his best score, no doubt, and it's really going to set the benchmark for what these judges are going to be rewarding in these semifinals for the men. Love the combo on the outside, but a fantastic finish too.
Italo Ferreira has to give way to Filipe Toledo, who executes on his priority. Little gaff off the beginning, looks for the ramp, alley-oop, it's a huge one and stomps it. No problem for Toledo. More amplitude, air reverse for finish, and those are the combos that make Filipe Toledo so dangerous. Alley-oop to frontside, air reverse, very little space in between those two airs, Mitchell. He is going to flip this heat right now, for sure getting north of that 5.2 requirement.
They've been coming through, they're pretty consistent up there, but for him to just sit and wait and know it's coming, that's solid, and obviously for him to perform like that is just bananas. I mean, he's unbelievable to watch. Let's see what Griff's got right here.
Big carve for Griffin Colapinto. Nice clean wrap once again. Coiling up off the bottom, there's the snap to slide. More room on the inside for a frontside power carve. Jamming it off the oncoming section. A lot of variety for Griffin down the stretch. He will shut it down in the whitewater. Needed a 6.62. He's having a lot of fun. And we knew how close it was between himself and Jack Robinson when we got here to Punta Roca. So he covers some ground there. Tail high reverse quickly for Colapinto under priority. Flowing into a wrapping cutback. He needs a 7.01. Big front side punt. Throws down the reverse and lets out the emotion. Scotty Hammond's high-fiving Mitch Colapinto. Two guys from Southern California excited for Griffin staying in this final, Mitch. 3.33 for Lastic Griff. Toledo needs a 4.39 on this wave to go right into first. He's got that stall. He wants to ramp up. Clear for takeoff. Full rotation. Seamless on the landing. Right into a wrapping cutback. Now Toledo ramping up again. Big section. Throw tail reverse complete.
Wow.
The king of high performance has Medina needing to stretch that one out. Italo can't stop laughing. Toledo putting on a performance for everybody around the world, and he is a showman. He feels electric off the cloud. I think Toledo might do his best surfing in a jersey. It even lifts his performance more than even free surfs as we wait for the biggest score of the final to come in.